Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we have a very exciting video. My buddy Nor lent me his 2021 M340i xDrive to do a little review, Dragy test, and just kind of check it out, make a video on it. So let's first go ahead and go over the options. So this one does have the shadow line, so you see it has the black grills and stuff like that. It does have the high performance wheel and tire package. So this one has the 155 mile an hour top speed instead of the standard 130 top speed. Like I said, it is xDrive, Alpine white. He put a little carbon fiber wing on it. Looks nice, nice little touch. It's completely bone stock right now. M340s have been out since 2020. And this is the 2021, so it's the first year of the 48 volt mild hybrid. So this one does have the mild hybrid. These should be around like 4,000 pounds or so. It does have the B58 engine. Makes 382 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. And like I said, definitely stay tuned, do some Dragy runs later in this video. Just checking out the inside, we got soft touch up here. We got some, I believe this is probably like Sensitech or something. Nice soft touch down here. Nice little trim piece with the ambient lighting, memory seats, M340 sill plate, M340 pedals. This one does have the Vernasca leather because it doesn't have the perforations in it, so that's the easiest way to tell. They just need to be cleaned right now, but you can see that's how they kind of worn over 50,000 miles. You can see how the seat looks there. Holding up pretty good, just needs to be cleaned. So go ahead and hop inside. So checking out the steering wheel, this is the same as like the M cars. The steering wheel feels pretty much exactly the same. It's just missing the M1 and M2 modes, and it doesn't have like the M stitching on it, but it's pretty much the same steering wheel. This one does have the heated steering wheel option. You can see the gauges there. That's the normal gauge cluster. You can also go into like the sport mode gauge cluster, which looks like this. So it looks a little nicer. B58s sound amazing. You can see there, this one is a pre-LCI. So LCI was in 2023. Well, LCI, they kind of did another LCI for 2025, but the ones with the big screen is the 2023. This one still has the older style screen. Some people prefer this look. I prefer the big screen. Obviously I have the big screen in my 2024 M2, but this screen does look nice. You know, it's more integrated into the dash. It's just a little on the smaller side. Got heated seats, dual zone climate control, that good stuff. 8-speed auto. All your drive modes there. It does have the 360 camera, but it does still have a backup camera, front and rear parking sensors, all that good stuff. A little bit of storage space in there. Looking at the dash is also soft touch, which is pretty nice. My M2 has kind of a hard dash, so this is soft touch. We got our glove box down here. Oh, it's got some stuff in it. I won't mess with this stuff. But overall, it's a pretty nice place to be. I'm 6'6". I have plenty of leg room. The only part that's a little tight is the headroom because it does have a sunroof. So my head is like, I don't know if you guys can see that. This is the roof. My head is like right here. So, but I'm 6'6". So anyone that's normal size will probably be able to fit in here. But I do need to kind of slouch in the seat a little bit. And then I need to brace myself when I go over big bumps, because if I go over a bump, I can bump my head on the top. So I just got to kind of be careful with that. But other than that, tons of room in the front. The rear seat is kind of where the M340 is lacking a little bit for those that have like families and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and check out the rear seat real fast. And this is with my seating position at 6'6". All right guys, looking at the back here, you can see not a lot of leg room behind someone tall like me. Definitely needs to be someone shorter up front to have room back here. But the headroom is fine. The headroom is actually pretty decent for what it is. It has an armrest, it has climate controls back here. You guys can see that. Nets behind the seat. But yeah, it's just a little tight. That's the only issue for tall drivers that are in the front. But I'd say if you have someone that's like 6 feet in the front, maybe someone that's like 5'6" in the back, 5'7", it wouldn't be any issue. As you guys could tell, the B58 is a great sounding engine. Doesn't have the pops and stuff like the 2020 model had, but it does still sound really good. All right guys, let's go ahead and see how this car drives. So we're in comfort mode right now. Steering feels nice and sharp. I have been driving it a little bit earlier today, so I do already have like some impressions on the car, but I haven't really got on it yet, so I kind of saved that for the video for you guys. Actually, let's go this way. Super smooth transmission. so smooth. Effortless power. Really nice. Now, one thing I did notice when I was driving it earlier is the suspension is not the softest suspension in the world. Like, I was thinking that the M Light cars kind of had soft suspension, and then when you get the M cars, when you get the hard suspension. But this suspension is pretty stiff. I mean, the benefit to that is that you get the better handling, but it definitely feels pretty stiff. Like the suspension over these bumps. Like, I don't know if it's coming over on camera, but it's definitely pretty bumpy. And we're in the comfort mode. Let me try sport mode and see if that changes anything. I don't know if this one has like adaptive dampers or not. We need gas eventually. Definitely stiffened up the steering. Feels good though. Go back in comfort here. Drive it normal. Because this is a car that someone would use as a daily, so I'm driving it normally first to see how it does in like daily driving scenarios, and then we'll get on it a little bit later. We're just gonna get on it like normal. Let's say you're just turning out into traffic. Just wanna accelerate just kind of quickly. So smooth. The transmission tuning is so great. Lots of torque. It gets up to speed effortless. It doesn't seem like the car's struggling. It doesn't seem like you really need to put your foot into it. It just really gets up and goes. So let's go ahead and try out sport mode now. So I'm gonna go to sport. So we're in sport plus right now. So I'm gonna try sport standard first, and then we'll go to sport plus. Let's see how the turning radius is on this, like if I were to make a U-turn. Oh yeah, really good. Not bad at all, especially for being all-wheel drive. All right, let's get on a little bit here. See how it handles going around these corners here. We're taking these corners at a little bit of speed. Steering stiffens up nicely. Handles good. Like I said, this one has the staggered setup with the high performance wheel and tire package. Yeah, it pulls nice. That's with AC on. Nothing crazy, but it definitely feels good. Like, it's not something that's just gonna blow your socks off. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're used to, but it pulls good though. Like, it definitely has a solid pull to it. So let's try Sport Plus and see if that kind of changes up the shifting and stuff. Steering feels nice. Braking is amazing, by the way, too. Like, it slows down on a dime, downshifts for you. Let's get on a little bit here. Ooh. Yeah, that feels good, guys. Like, honestly, that feels good. It pulls strong. Like, it's a nice, strong pull. It's smooth. It feels torquey. Really nice. All right, guys, we're entering Mexico. I got everything in its sportiest setting. I turned off traction control. Just so you know the conditions, 91 octane, 86 degrees outside. And I'll show you guys what the Dragy looks like after we get done. But we're gonna do a quarter-mile test and see what this car can do. I know this thing will launch good because it's xDrive. So let's go and use our launch control here. Ooh. Not bad at all. So launch control, it didn't say launch control active, but by the way it was shifting, it was definitely in launch control because it did the aggressive shifts. We did a 12.41 quarter mile at, oh, that trap speed's not right, there's no way. Let me fix this here. We did a 12.41 at 110.98. Not bad, guys. That's definitely really solid. But yeah, you don't have to worry about any sort of drama. It doesn't slip at all. All right, hard on the brake, hard on the gas. Oh, geez, that's nice. That launch is solid. She moves, guys. Wow. And the brakes are super good. Very nice. Let's take this corner. Wow, that was even better, guys. We did a 12.39 at 111.2. Very solid numbers. And in case you guys are wondering what the 0 to 60 is, we did a 4.08, or with 1 foot rollout, 3.85. So now for the next run, we're gonna try to get a 60 to 130 in. GoPro battery died, of course. So for this last run, we're gonna do the 60 to 130, but we're gonna start from 0. All right, guys, here we go. So it did a 13.6, 60 to 130. So it's a little slower than I thought it would do based off of the quarter mile, but it definitely pulls pretty good. I guess it gets a little bit softer up top, like past like 115-ish. But yeah, it pulls really good. Some people were like wondering how an M340 xDrive would do versus my Tesla Model 3 long range. I've already Dragy tested my Model 3 long range on several different states of charge. I don't know when that video will be coming out, but you guys can check that out. And my Model 3 long range would definitely beat the M340. From a dig, it would be somewhat close, and then the Model 3 would pull away through the quarter mile. And then from a roll race, the Model 3 would beat it pretty bad because the 30 to 100 time is so much faster on my Model 3 than it is on this one. My Model 3 is like in the upper 6s for 30 to 100. This 30 to 100 is 8.4. And then I also ran my dad's Scat Pack Challenger, and the Scat Pack Challenger would beat the M340 in a roll race because his 60 to 130 time was faster than 13.6. And this is an xDrive M340. I'm sure the rear-wheel drive M340 could do a little bit better. One more car I forgot to mention. If you're wondering how this car would do versus my Golf R I had, the Golf R stock is a tiny bit slower than this car because this car gets a faster quarter mile time and does a better 0 to 60. So the Golf R is a tiny bit slower. In a roll race, it'd be super close, and it will literally come down to driver weight and fuel in the tank, really. As far as the RS3 was faster in all measures than this car by about 3 to 4 miles an hour in the quarter mile. And then the RS3 does a low 12. I think I got a 12.0 quarter mile time with 91 octane in my RS3. So yes, the RS3 is faster than an M340, and M340 xDrive is about the same speed as my stock Mark 8 Golf R DSG. A little bit faster. If you enjoyed this video, the review of the M340i xDrive, give this video a like, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.